Hi folks, welcome to another episode in this Transport Fever 2 video series. In the last episode, we extended our passenger train line to Las Vegas. In addition, we increased the vehicle maintenance on our trains and steam-powered vehicles. But I've yet to put a bus station in Las Vegas, so without that, the passenger train station in Las Vegas will be pretty empty. So that's a problem we need to deal with right away. In addition, we have to keep on looking for opportunities to expand our transportation network. When it comes to financial survival, we have to keep on expanding until debt do us part. Let's get started. Smash that subscribe button below right now and click on the bell so you don't miss out on more great content. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Or just give it a thumbs up for yourself, so that you'll always be able to come back and watch it again if you need to. So let's get over to Las Vegas and put in that bus station. We'll just click on Las Vegas and we'll pop right over there and we'll close that up. I'm going to turn things around. Get over here a little bit. And I'm going to press pause. I don't want that train to come in just yet until I get that bus station in place. I'll just click on roads, buildings, and there's a bus station. I don't want a tram track. I think 1 and 1 is fine. And maybe 10 meters. Oh, you know what? I'm completely out of money. Looks like I gotta deal with that problem first. Let's go to my bank account and see if we can fix that. I'm at $9 million in debt. Well, let's borrow $1 million. And that should help me out to get that bus line in place. Let's just go down back to roads, bus station, and that should be big enough for now. And I'll just spin that around and line it up nicely and then put it in place. Now we need some bus stops. So where do we want to put our bus stops? I know Vegas isn't that big, but I like to go with a loop concept if I can. But in order to achieve that, I think I need some connectivity up here or over here with roads. If I go through here, I'm probably going to blast out a house, and that's going to cost me a lot of money. Let's just go to streets, city streets, roads. No, I don't want a tram track, and let's just go up here and connect this road. Just like that. Now we can put in our bus stations. Sorry, our bus stops. They're not bus stations, they're bus stops. Put two actually, one on either side in the middle of town. And although there's not much up here right now, I'm hoping that by putting a bus stop there and there, that I'll increase growth within the city itself. Now we can construct our bus lines. So I'll click on lines, a new line, and we'll start at the bus station at the passenger train station in Las Vegas. So we'll click there. And the first one, I'll go around clockwise. So we'll start there and then up here. I want to make sure I get the right station. Like that. Alright, it's going clockwise. I'm going to call that Las Vegas bus number 1. Put that in place. Then I'll go back to lines and a new line, and we'll just click on that station again. This time I'm going to go counterclockwise. Again, I want to make sure I get the right one. We're going that way. And then back down here, and we'll click on that station there. And then I'm going to call this Las Vegas bus number 2, of course. I tend not to make my bus line names very complicated. So now we need a road depot in Las Vegas. We'll go to roads, buildings, there's a road depot, and I think right about there, not a bad spot. So we'll go to the road depot and we'll buy some vehicles. In terms of passenger vehicles, we don't have a lot just yet. The American Stagecoach is the fastest vehicle with a top speed of 20 kilometers per hour. Let's buy 4 of those. We'll buy 4, and I'll just click up here to highlight all of them. And I'll go to vehicle maintenance this time, and I will increase the vehicle maintenance to high, or plus 25%. Let's apply that. And then I'm going to split them up. So 2, of course, I'll put on Las Vegas bus line number 1. And 2 of them onto Las Vegas bus line number 2. So now I want to hit play. Hopefully those buses come rolling out. Well, not really buses. I keep calling them buses. They're stagecoaches at this point, but someday they'll actually be buses. So they're rolling out. And next time that train comes into Las Vegas, I hope there'll be more people at the station. Now let's go down to Colorado Springs, where most of our transportation network is constructed. So here we are at Colorado Springs. In the last episode, we increased some of our vehicle maintenance from normal to high, which was plus 25% in terms of costs. And vehicle maintenance has a relationship with vehicle emissions. So now that we've done some increased maintenance, I just want to go to Colorado Springs and see, well, what is the vehicle emissions anyway? Well, I'll click on Colorado Springs. And down here in the bottom is the emission, and it's mediocre, so a rating from very poor to very good. And the average emission reaching residential buildings, 64. So it's minus 20%, so the growth is minus 44 residents. So I'm losing 44 residents because of the pollution. And the way I understand it works in this game is you want your cities to grow because the more people, the more transportation, the less people, the less transportation. So in an indirect way, the vehicle emissions does affect our productivity and our opportunities for profit. Let's just close that up. So let's click on the emissions layer. So go over here and go down to emissions. And you can see on the emissions layer, there's low, which is white, and high, which is red. And when I move my cursor around like this, you'll see this little number here change. It'll tell you the emissions at that location. So here's my train line, and if I put it over top of there, it's emissions at 79, so I think that's fairly high. But one would expect that with steam-powered trains. There's not much else I can do. They pollute because of the nature of the vehicle. Now let's go into the town itself and see what's going on. Now, interestingly enough, kind of looks pink over here too. So is that telling me that? And there's even pink over here. So that must mean that these vehicles that are drawn by horses have vehicle emissions. I'll just click on that one there. And we'll follow them around. And what are the details? Well, if I go on emissions, it has an emissions of 62. So it's an emission of 61 plus 1 because it's in good condition. So because it's in good condition, I'm getting less penalized on the emission side. But the interesting thing is that I've got emissions at all coming out of a stagecoach. Well, there's only one place for emissions to come from on a stagecoach, and you can guess where that is: on the horse. But that's enough about vehicle emissions. Now, one thing we haven't done yet is an intercity bus route. So let's look for some opportunities for an intercity bus. So let's just go way up high on our map and let's see what we've got. There's Colorado Springs, and over here there's Naperville. Of course, Las Vegas is up here. And over here is the town of Columbus, just across the river from Naperville. That's fairly close. Anything else around here? We've got West Jordan, not too far from Oxnard. Or there's Wichita. I don't want to go too far if I'm looking for an intercity bus route at this point. But what I'm thinking is that really between Naperville and Columbus might be a good place or opportunity to expand our transportation network with an intercity bus route. Why do I think that? Well, I've already got a bridge over top of the river, so I don't have to build a bridge, and the distance between Naperville and Columbus is not that great. In addition, down here in Naperville, I already have a passenger train station and a Naperville Central bus station. So what I could do is essentially go from about downtown Columbus to the bus station at the passenger train station in Naperville, assuming that the people in Columbus would like to get to that train. So let's build ourselves a bus route. Well, we've got some new vehicles available here, and one of them, timely manner, is a Mack bus with a top speed of 25 kilometers per hour. So that's going to come in handy for our new bus route. Let's go down to Columbus right over here. We'll zero in on that. And I think just for starters, I'm just going to put one little bus station, not bus station, bus stop somewhere centrally located in Columbus. I'll click on the bus stop and put it right there. Then we'll click on line, a new line, click on this stop in Columbus, then go over here to Naperville. Is that Naperville? It is. Oh, sorry, back over to Naperville. We'll add a station there. Now we have our bus route. Well, let's put a name to that. I'm going to call it Columbus. Columbus to Naperville Express. Does that make any sense? Express bus. It's not going to stop anywhere in between. Let's do that. Now I've already got a road depot in Naperville, so the question is to supply this route. But I have another road depot somewhere in the middle, or a road depot in Columbus. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a road depot in Columbus. Let's say right in about here somewhere. I want to keep it off the main road because that road's going to expand and get busier as time goes on. We'll click on roads, road depot, and we'll just spin that around. And put it right about there. Those residents won't like me for that because it causes pollution, but it'll suit my purpose. And at this point, I think I just want to buy one or two buses, maybe one at this end and one at the other. So at this road depot, we'll buy a vehicle. It will be a passenger. It'll be a Mack truck, not a Mack truck, a Mack bus. The top speed of 25 kilometers per hour. This now is a diesel engine type. This is the first diesel road vehicle that I have. So I'll buy one of those. We'll just click on it, and we want this to last a decent length of time and not pollute. So we'll go running costs of plus 25% for maintenance and apply that. And we'll put it on the Columbus to Naperville Express bus. Now let's go down to Naperville and essentially do the same thing. So here in Naperville, we click on the road depot, buy a vehicle. Again, it's a Mack bus. We'll buy one for the moment because I don't have a whole lot of money. I'll click on that. Again, we'll up the maintenance cost to 25% or plus 25% and then put it right on the Columbus to Naperville Express bus. Let's just click on that guy there. So there, my first Mack bus. Sorry, it's my second one. The first one is way over there in Columbus. Well, folks, I think that's enough for today. We've added a bus station and bus routes in Las Vegas to support our passenger train station in that town. In addition, we started to take a look at vehicle emissions to see how that affects our gameplay. And last but not least, we added an intercity bus route between Naperville and Columbus. So what's next? Well, the answer to that question lies in the next video. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. If you haven't done so already, smash that subscribe button below right now and click on the bell so you don't miss out on more great content. Click on that box in the bottom left-hand corner right now to see a video you're almost guaranteed to love. This video was selected just for you by YouTube, and they know what you like. So what are you waiting for? Click on that box now, sit back, relax, and enjoy another video.